what it is, guys. Today we're going to do another martial arts study guide. We're going to go back into some combos, doing some different kick combos. Today I decided I think I'm going to go over the hook kick and different combos you can use with the hook kick. Now I realize I may not have touched on this kick a little, not a whole lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the hook kick, both facing the camera and on the bag. That way you guys can kind of see what it is and what it does and that kind of thing, and then you can kind of see what kind of combos you can use both as a leading technique and as a follow-up technique. So now we're going to get started. So first off, the hook kick starts off almost like a side kick, and I start off my side kicks and my hook kicks from what we call a side stance, which if you know horse stance, you're straddled facing forward like you're riding a horse on a saddle. And the difference between a horse stance and a side stance is, in my system anyway, is you're in your horse stance, but your hands and eyes are going in the direction of your opponent. And whichever leg is forward is the side stance you're in. So right now I'm in a right side stance. Now I'm in a left side stance. And I start both my hook kick and my side kick out of this stance. So I'm going to demonstrate the hook kick going towards the camera. I'm going to break it down, then I'm going to demonstrate. So what I do anyway, it helps get a little more power into it, is you bring your back foot up to the leg you're going to be kicking with, and you bring your leg up, and then it's going, instead of going straight out like a side kick, you're going to make it like a hooking motion. So instead of going straight out, you're going to go like so. I'll do it a little bit faster. One more time. And now I'll demonstrate on the back. Now you can hit, most people whenever they're trying to do a hook kick, they'll try to hit with this part of the foot, which I mean it's possible you can, but in order to really stick it, in my opinion, I hit with the heel. I'm not sure which is technically the correct way to do it. If some of y'all know, hit me up in the comments below. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate on the bag, hitting both with the flat end of my foot and with the heel. That way y'all can see both of them. I'm going to demonstrate on the bag. I'm in my stance. The first one I'm going to hit with is the heel. One more time. Now I'm going to try and hit with the flat part of my foot. One more time. To me, I think you get a little bit more power when you hit with the heel. But like I said, I don't know which is technically the correct way. In my opinion, they're both correct. So it really just all depends on how you were taught on how to use it. And you can even use this to back your opponent up and just kind of scrape the top. One more time. Now I'm going to go into some combos with it. First one I'm going to do is I'm going to start off in a right front stance. I'm going to come in with a left front kick and set it down into a left front stance. And I'm going to come in into a right hook kick. One more time. Now, as I say in a lot of my videos, and I know my friend Christine has mentioned this as well, so if you're in a tournament, you don't just want to stick to one technique. Those are what I call tag and escape artists. They tag you and they back up. And a lot of times, like, I'll see people do that, and I've seen people go in and like throw a kick, and they'll go to block, and they'll have the perfect opportunity to come in and score some more points after that first technique. But they'll just back away, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Get in there, get you some. So what you're gonna do is you want to throw as many techniques. I say at least 2. If you can go for more, go for more. but always think at least two techniques per strategy. Like with this one, I throw the left front kick, then the heel kick. If they happen to block that heel kick, I can come down into a back fist. You know, what you want to do is after you execute your first move, try to think of another follow-up technique after your next move. To me, I think that's a really good strategy, but you've got to make sure your mental game is on all kinds of fleek. Because if you do not have a strong mental game to where you can think about what you're doing while you're doing it and you're just winging it pretty much, that's not a good look. It's not going to end well for you. So you need to make sure you have a strong mental game. That way you can come up with combos on the fly and you don't really have to think about a lot about what you're doing. Like after you throw that first technique, think, okay, next I'm going to throw a hook kick. If that doesn't work, I'll come in with the back fist. But on that same note, if you have a combo in mind and your techniques do not work like you think they will, and your opening that you thought you were going to have is not gonna work, it's okay to improvise. Improvisation is like key in this sport because not everything will go according to how you plan. So say I come in with this one right here, and then that doesn't work, and then I'm too close to get a good strong back fist in. What I can do is I can throw a defensive roundhouse kick, which is where I'm jumping back and throwing a roundhouse at the same time. So I come in, and I'm in too close to throw this back fist after this hook kick. I can go, and I can score a point. Or if you're too close to here, you can also throw a defensive spinning back fist where you take a tiny bit of a step back when you throw a spinning back fist. It works either way. Now I'll go into another combo. This is the round kick into the hook kick. And as I stated before, the round kick goes around the bag like so. So what you're going to do is you're going to throw this roundhouse, and then without setting your leg down, you're going to come in with that hook kick. I'll demonstrate a bit faster. One more time. And now, you want to make sure that all your techniques are clean, and you need to make sure that you know where you're aiming. Because I've seen a lot of people do it in tournaments. I'm not very fond of it. Is some people throw a technique just because they want to throw a technique. They have no target in mind. You really don't even know if they have any intention of actually making contact with the technique. It almost seems like they have no game plan at all. So for me, I like to go in there with a game plan, and every technique that I throw has a purpose and has a target. I've seen a lot of people throw like jump spinning kicks and either be nowhere near the opponent or they hit in an illegal area and get disqualified. Judges in sparring do not want to see fancy, they want to see effective. You want to be fancy, go to a forms competition. I'm not dissing forms at all. I love doing forms. I love forms in every sense of the manner. But sparring situations and self-defense situations are not the time to be fancy. So I'll demonstrate that roundhouse hook combo one more time. And now I'm going to use both the hook kick and the side kick in two different combos. First one is going to be a hook kick into a side kick. Next one's going to be side kick into a hook kick. These are a little bit easier to pull off because they both follow that same motion of bringing the foot up and then out. The only difference is hook kick kind of goes out at an angle and hooks around. Side kick goes straight out. So first I'm going to do the hook kick, side kick. Now I'm going to do the side kick, hook kick. So, like I said, there's many different ways. If you understand the techniques and what you're doing with them, the possibilities of what kind of combos you can throw are endless. Just because these are the ones I demonstrate, it does not mean by any means that these are the only ones that will work. I'm just letting you know the ones that work for me as a martial artist and as a person. You can mix and match these combos however you think fits you. I have no issues with that. And to me, that's what martial arts is all about, is making it fit you as a person. So these are just some ideas to help you kickstart some different sparring combos of your own. So, and then also with the hook kick, you also have the spinning hook kick, which you can use. I see a lot of people use a follow-through roundhouse. And a follow-through roundhouse is, instead of hitting the bag, it's like say you're aiming a round kick at like somebody's head, and they happen to miss it, and they happen to dodge out of the way. You just follow through with it. And that's what I see a lot of people use whenever they use a spinning heel kick, a follow-through roundhouse. So one of my favorite ones, I've actually done this a couple times and been successful with it, is I'll throw a follow-through roundhouse into a heel kick, and that first time both of them will miss. And so if I come through like that with my kicks, they're going to expect me to reset. But what I've actually done before is I'll come in, roundhouse, spinning heel, and then without I'll kind of get my balance together again, and then I'll throw roundhouse, spinning heel. But with the spinning heel, you want to make sure you control that kick, because if you kick too hard or kick in an illegal area like the neck or the back, you can get disqualified. So you want to make sure that your aim and game is on point. So I'll demonstrate that one a little bit faster. So I think that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I might come out here and do another video. Today is Sunday, so you guys will probably see this tomorrow afternoon, Monday afternoon at some point. And then I might try to film another one at some point tomorrow and have it up sometime between Tuesday and Thursday, at the very latest Thursday night. And I will try to have another karate talk for you guys. So, and I got some good stuff in development for you guys. Tournament circuit's coming back up in a few weeks. I'm gonna start hitting that up on a real level, so you guys be seeing some tournament vlogs from me. I got some other exciting stuff in the works. Can't really talk about it right now, but I do got some exciting stuff for you to look forward to. So anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's your boy Braden White. Twisms.